Hey, Alex Terry here. Thank you for tuning into my podcast. We are here to discuss all about leadership, thinking, and behaviors. We are here to talk about how to transit from control command leadership to more inspiring leadership with high influence and trust. We are going to deep dive into three components of leadership and performance: cognitive, emotional, and behavioral, and talk about how mastering our mind and thinking will actually change our action and results. Our thoughts are powerful, trust me. They determine how you feel, your decisions, and actions. Your thoughts are one of the most powerful tools you will ever have in changing your life and career. By mastering your thinking, emotions, and behaviors, you will create greater results for yourself, for your family, friends, or your team. Focusing on thinking, feeling, and acting will improve your confidence, of course, reduce stress, and empower you and others around you, inspire and improve engagement in your team or collaboration, and of course, create high performance. I hope you will enjoy our episodes, and please don't forget to comment or contact us. Please ask questions. Please send us ideas of what topics you are interested in, and we will discuss anything you need. Have a beautiful day. And today I would like to talk about overwhelm. Why is that? Because first of all, I was experiencing a lot of overwhelm, and it was actually influencing my productivity, my performance, and of course, results and my goals, because I wasn't able to achieve all what I wanted because I get sidetracked and I let my mind to win. But we can create awareness around overwhelm, and we can actually change that, and we don't need to let our mind to drive our life. And most of the time we do let our mind just do something subconsciously, and I feel like I wasn't director of my life. I felt like I was losing actually responsibility and ownership for what I'm experiencing. And I would like to start with that, because it is really massive thing actually, that overwhelm, and it's massive thinking pattern that is creating almost anxieties and pressure and hopelessness, and I felt that way, and I don't like that, and I didn't like it, and that's why I decided to work on that. And of course, because I'm working in thinking and behavioral space, and I see, or I feel, that is the major change that needs to happen for any kind of skills or behavioral change or anything that you want to achieve. That change must happen first in thinking and behavioral space or level. And overwhelm, from other perspective, or why I'm sharing that, is because it's coming up a lot with in conversations with my clients. And maybe there is something, that I attract a lot of people. They actually feel overwhelmed because I was there, and I've been there for a long time, and I know how to reduce it, and I know how to get rid of it, and I know how to live better life and don't fall down into that space and cycle in that irresponsible life, I guess, because I honestly remove responsibility, and I let my mind to win everything, and it was subconscious winning, like something that was happening without me having power. And we all know only things that we can control is us. We can control how we feel, and we can control what our thinking does to our body, and we can control what our thinking creates, what kind of emotions and decisions and results. That means we have absolute power over this. You can change, and you can stop actually feeling overwhelmed, and you can start to feel great, and you can start to feel empowered. You can start to feel like you have control over your life, because it's true, you have. And one of the things probably to mention, that what is actually overwhelm, I will share from personal story. This is something I experienced. This is something I've worked on, and this is something I removed, and this is something that I know how to work with overwhelm and this kind of thinking, because because I experienced that myself, and I learned some great, very simple tools, and I would like you to have them today, because I think it's important to stop being overwhelmed and start doing things and start to follow through to the goals and reach everything what you want, and achieve your desired outcomes. And that's most important, because when we are overwhelmed, we are not achieving what we want, because usually it's keeping us stuck and stressed. And as I said, I had almost anxiety and pressure on my chest. I felt that. I just got hopeless and confused, and I didn't know what to do, because I was so deep into that cycle of overwhelm and of thoughts and stories. And now we're coming to the point, like what overwhelm is. Like what I think, or what I believe overwhelm is just our thinking. Overwhelm is the way we think. Overwhelm is how we think about our action. That means what happened. We think about our day from implementation perspective. We think about our day from a task point of view. From what do I need to do? Oh, this is all what I need to do. This is the list of 20 things I have to do. That means there is missing part in our life or in our thinking, prioritizing. That means how to get rid of overwhelm is to understand that first of all is the thought, is the thinking, is the thing that is happening in our head. It's in our mind, and it's creating mess, and it's creating stories based on beliefs that are maybe not even true. They can be limiting beliefs, they can limit us, they can be perceptions or perspectives that are not really true, and maybe perspectives that are based on our past. And those things are keeping us overwhelmed. And what I would like to suggest is, if you feel that crazy thoughts coming and you start to feel the feeling that overwhelm causes you in your body, just pause. Just pause, take a deep breath or two. I always said just do box breathing, that is really helpful. Try to get your heart rate down. Try to pause, because that's when we start to decreasing the cortisol levels. Our heart rate is going down, our breath is slowing down, and we can actually start to think straight. And ask yourself one question. What is the one priority today that must be done? What is that one thing that will take me closer to my goals? What is that one thing that is most important, maybe for your team, maybe for your business, maybe for the results you're expecting? What is that one thing that needs to be maybe solved that will move you towards your goals, one step closer to your desired outcome? Think about that way, because when you pause and when you start to focus only on that one priority, one thing that is going to move the needle in your business or in your team or in your culture, then you won. You actually won the battle with overwhelm, because you will start to get focused. That means overwhelm just means that we are not focused. But you can see probably how opposites they are. Overwhelm is when we are all over the place, we don't know what is important, we don't know what to do, we get stuck and we can't move, we are frozen. How we can remove ourselves from that position is to start to focus. And how we can focus the best is to ask the right question. The right question is, what is that one thing, one priority that I must do to move needle in my business, to move myself to my goal, to move myself to feeling maybe healthier, to do one thing that will take me to the desired outcome? That is so simple. And I'm saying that is doable and it's solution, because this helped me so much. I'm planning now 5 top priorities for the week. I'm planning now, that's for my business, I'm planning top 3 priorities for my health, relationships, and my family. That means I know I cover all my hobbies, all my health, exercise, and everything what I want to do, fulfill during the week. And that way, I create some kind of regime or habits or rituals that I know I need to have walk, I need to have my yoga, I need to do some stuff for myself first. I started to prioritize. And that really helped me so much. That means, remember, overwhelm is the way of thinking, how we think about our day. We thinking through implementation first. What is really unhealthy? Because we have 20 tasks, 30 tasks, or a million things to do, every day. If it's work, if it's your family, if it's cooking, if it's training, whatever it is. But we have so many things we want to do. But if we don't put priorities on those things, it's too much, because we always expect too much from ourselves and others. That means remember is the way of thinking, and prioritize. Prioritizing is the way out of overwhelm. If it's really hard for you, just take this first step and put one most important thing that you can do right now. That is the only focus that you can bring into your life, into your day, when your mind gets crazy. And I mean crazy, I mean overwhelm, and I mean, overthinking and thinking about all tasks, and we already thinking about how I can't fulfill this because I don't have enough hours in my day. Don't think that way. Stop that. Pause. Because there'll be never enough hours in a day, because we want too much. But when you refocus and you say that is one thing that is most important in all these 20, 30 million other tasks, I'm sure you will pause and you will actually get great feeling, and you will get feeling happy, and actually you will get a feeling of fulfillment, because you can have that one priority and you can actually do it and it's done. And you can acknowledge yourself because you achieved something instead of being stuck in overwhelm. I hope this helps, and I hope even this short episode will give you some value. And just remember, all change happens in your thinking and in your behavior. Those are two most important things or parts that we need to really start to work on to become better and feeling better and have greater emotions. All what I will say, have a beautiful day, and I can't wait to see you next.